This video will be really useful for people who are looking for first-time UK cheap car insurance, or generally just looking for car insurance that you're fairly new in and you want to get a good deal. Well, I hope this is going to be useful for you because driving can be expensive as it is, so hopefully by bringing down these costs, which are fairly easy, you should be able to do this and not look like a complete berg when you spend a lot of money. So don't forget to subscribe. I'm Cars with Ben and I'm going to go through a range of different sources for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Obviously, car insurance depends on where you are in the country, and I appreciate that not everyone's just going to uproot their life for car insurance. Why on earth would you do that? And it comes down to traffic trends, crime rates, number of accidents in your area, and it can't be helped sometimes, but just something to bear in mind when you're looking at this, depending on if you're in a rough area or you're in like a super nice area, but it still can be expensive. And I just want to explain that, of course, using the compare the market and all the comparison sites is useful, but also check about other areas and specific companies in this video, and I really want to delve into just those companies and areas. Starting with the first one for most people will be a supermarket, and this is Coop Car Insurance. I decided to go with this one because they have a very good offer of 24 specifically and under, so you have to be young to go with their insurance, and they have very good renowned offers and services that they just offer so many insurances as well as that in terms of it, or maybe house, maybe food, that sort of thing. So you've got a lot of things that you can rely on for customer service, and it's really good because they actually really provide decent deals for young drivers who get a brand new car such as this. So it's definitely one to look out for. The great thing about Coop Car Insurance is that it's also offered with their own company, so it's not third party and you know you're going to be in safe hands. They offer courtesy car, EU cover, 24/7 claims and uninsured driver promise, which is really handy for brand new drivers. The next one is another supermarket, and it's Tesco Bank. Now, traditionally, Tesco Bank have not been good for me because they've been quite expensive. However, Tesco Bank, according to the surveys, have been extremely cheap for a lot of new drivers and even some advanced drivers alike. Obviously, where you live and how many miles you do, of course, really matters. But generally speaking, Tesco Bank have some of the best options and offers available for young drivers because they have the black box. Now, I know a lot of people won't want their black box in their car, and I can understand why it puts you off, but especially for new drivers, this is super important. Definitely check out Tesco Bank for that because they will offer insurance from 17 years old, which is great, and hopefully it will be cheap enough in your area. And you've got all the extras as seen on the page here. As well as Tesco Bank, there's a lot of other extras like no curfews, good range on annual mileage, and your renewal will or should definitely go down. Next up is one of the biggest companies in the UK. It's Aviva Car Insurance. Now, Aviva, you may have heard of them from their insurance adverts, or maybe you've heard of them just from hearing about it on the comparison sites. Of course, they are really key, the comparison sites, don't forget. But with Aviva, it's one of the highest rated, and this doesn't necessarily mean it's the most cheapest, but they do young driver age from 17 to 20, and that can be excesses of only £300, which is really small. And then again to 21 to 24, it's 400, because obviously they see that category is a bit more dangerous. So actually, you're better off being a student in maybe college before in 17 than you are when you get to the early 20s. And here's what's covered, what's not covered, and what's optional. As you can see, you can pause it there. And as you can see, Aviva are some of the highest rated, number 3 on this list, below Direct Line and LV, some of the big companies. There's also about 18 million customers, so you know you're going to be in safe hands with Aviva, and I really like the idea of going with them. Never used them before, but I think they would be a really good company for first-time insurers. Up next is RAC Car Insurance. Now, this is a bit more of a personal one for me just because I have been with RAC, so I know what they're like. However, I believe they are actually really good because they offer quite a lot of promises when they say that they are a solid company. Now, they have 5-star de facto rating, and it's one of the highest level of comprehensive car insurance covers you can get. So I really, really do recommend it because it has some really good reviews, and when you ever have to deal with them, they're really, really polite, and that's what you sort of want, especially if you have any issues with the above here. Finally, I've gone for a modified car insurance specialist because I know a lot of people really enjoy doing this, and especially if you're into your cars, you're going to have some kind of extra things you have to declare because obviously it's all legal and you want to make sure you're doing it as cheap as possible at the same time. Now, with Brent-Taker, they are specialist car insurance brokers that have over 30 years of experience, so they will put you in touch with companies. So they insure classics, hot rods, supercars, modified cars, camper vans, that sort of thing. And if you're doing suspension or spoilers, for example, or even performance, then they're going to want to have it done specialised and making sure that it's all within the cost. And Brentacre offer that within their renewal, so you don't have to actually declare it with them. As you can see here, here's all the vehicles on a drop-down list, which is quite a lot of vehicles, and it covers quite a lot of people. And here's a specific bit for modified car insurance, which I thought was really important, because as someone who's doing that myself, it's really important for, as well as the reviews, which really show how much people love it. So definitely would recommend these ones. To conclude this video on cheap insurance, I just want to say that obviously using this to compare the market is one of the best options compared to Money Supermarket, according to the surveys and the others. They are the best. Currently, these are the kind of offers I'm getting with lock compound and an insured car for no claims. That's obviously very important. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Cars with Ben.